Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday, June 15th, and just got up this morning and getting ready to leave the station inn. I'm going to walk over to the grocery store and get us a muffin and some bananas, some drink for breakfast. And we're going to get packed up and get ready to go. Yeah, we don't really want to leave, but we got a trail to do. So it's a little overcast today, kind of misty. There is a threat of rain, but hopefully we can get packed up and get up on the trail before it rains. So we have to start by getting some breakfast. So that's what we're going to do. Come on, let's go. And we're in the taxi, heading back up to the trail. There's Kendall, she's ready to go. And it's a lot easier riding up to the trail than walking, so we're enjoying this. Okay, taxi just dropped us off at the trail, getting our packs on and ready to get back up into the woods. It's a little wet up there today, so but hopefully it'll be okay. And got some rain dripping off the trees, but I don't think it's raining yet today, so hope to get up there before it starts. Okay, we're back to the big oak tree. Kendall's hugging the tree, show you how big it is. Huge. Very good. Alright, we are headed back this way, back on the trail. And doing pretty good today. A little nervous about getting back on the trail, but I've had a problem with my right knee for the last couple of days. I think it's a hamstring issue, but I got a brace on it and just hopefully not working too hard today, and took some ibuprofen for it to see if that will help as well. And so we'll keep an eye on that. Kendall's doing pretty good. She's feeling really good today, and she'll probably outrun me today. So Kendall, you doing good today?
I'm nervous about getting back on the trail. I don't know why.
Yeah, 0 days are always hard. You get comfortable, you get good food, you get a nice soft bed and a hot shower. It's really hard to give those things up to go live in the woods, especially if there's a threat of rain or whatever. But
and our shoes are falling apart and uncomfortable.
Yeah, we really do need to get new shoes. We were planning on maybe yesterday during our zero going over and just paying for a taxi to take us to the town that's got shoes. But it's like 36 miles away still, so we're hoping that by tomorrow we should be able to get in and get new shoes.
It's only 18 trail miles.
Yeah, it's a little shorter going by trail than it is road. But so we're gonna see if we can do a big chunk of that today, and then get up here to a shelter, maybe 12 or 13 miles in, and then see where we're at. Maybe go a little bit further. We'll have to see how the day goes. So anyway, all right, sun's coming out, trail's good, let's go. One of the difficulties about coming in after a rain day, coming back out onto the trail, is everything is wet. We're walking through this swamp, and you can hardly see where the trail goes, and the weeds are wet, and the boards are extremely wet and slippery. So we're glad the boards are here, because it's probably would be up to our knees in mud if it weren't for them. But it's like walking through the jungle here. Very overgrown and very wet and slippery.
Hanging on tightly to my trekking pole because if it goes in the swamp, I don't think we're getting it back.
Walking through the swamp.
But it's
Yeah.
simple.
Got a lot more snake action. The snakes are coming out to this boardwalk and laying on the edge. And this one is kind of mad that we've invaded his space.
Hi.
And he's not wanting to move, and he's kind of aggressive. So we're going to try to figure out how to move this guy. But my pole's not quite long enough. Snakes. So the train to Pawling, or also if you wanted to get into New York City, just wait for the train to come by and pick you up. It'll take you into town. So, but we are going to cross the train tracks and head. All right, we're still on the trail and heading this way. But now we're no longer in the swamps. We're in cow pasture, walking through farmers' fields. So, and again, we don't have any rain, but there are patches of blue sky out there, and so it's actually a very pleasant day today. A little bit humid because of the rains yesterday, but not too bad. There's a little breeze blowing, and we've just had a nice morning walking so far. So yeah, trail's good here. And again, we are complaining about the trail being so overgrown, especially during wood tick season. They have signs up everywhere saying watch out for wood ticks and Lyme disease and stuff, but yet the trail is walking through just so much weeds. And I know this time of year it grows quickly with the rains and just the spring and all, but this trail seems to be extremely bad through here. Well, the trail's been interesting today. A lot of swamp walking and just muddy, wet muck today. So luckily we've been able to stay relatively dry so far. But just a whole lot of squishy mud today. We got some little creature went through here. Looks like a raccoon. Walked through here not too long ago. It rained pretty hard yesterday, so he probably walked. Okay, we're coming up to Leather Hill Road, and I see some cooler boxes up here. Looks like there may be some trail magic, or the remnants of what used to be trail magic. Let's take a look and see. It says happy hiking. Hey hikers, something you need? Text me and I'll help if I can. Local area is Pawling, New York and Connecticut. Shuttles local and long distance. Keep it neat. Leave garbage in bag. Thanks. Alright, we found trail magic today. There's some sodas in there, Gatorades, and some Propel packs of powder. So yeah, that's good. It was a good find today. Usually we don't find too much trail magic on a weekday, but so we had just stopped to fill up with water at the stream before the trail magic, and I was just carrying the water, and we were going to filter it while we ate lunch at the shelter. So but we found the trail magic, so we just decided to fill our water bottles up with the Gatorade that was there, and we just dumped the water out so we didn't have to filter. So yeah, that was some pretty cool trail magic right there. So well, it's all cool, but sometimes you mostly get it when you don't expect it, and we weren't expecting it today, so that was pretty nice. All right, we made it to our lunch spot, This is the Wiley shelter. Small little shelter right on the trail, but yeah. But just a tiny little shelter here.
This is interesting.
Little table there. And yeah, does have a water pump down that way. And yeah, kind of a neat little place. Got some nails to hang some things, and it's got a picnic table. Woohoo! And a camping area over here. And there's a wooden platform down there. Alright, Kendall's got our lunch out, and having a little bit of our usual for lunch, tuna and crackers. Got some leftover sun chips from yesterday, and also a pack of Famous Amos cookies for dessert. So, and Gatorade from the Trail Magic we found. So that's our lunch today. Okay, we're actually doing a road walk now because the trail has been rerouted. Portion of the trail back here is closed due to structural bridge failure that say the bridge isn't safe to cross anymore. So a lot of the notes say the trail's fine and you can still cross the river on rocks and such, but the notes say also that the road walk is the official AT trail until they get the bridge fixed. So we're going to go ahead and just follow the official AT trail route, which is walking the road. So we're going to do a
mile and a half.
It's about a 1.5 mile detour around the bridge out. Not sure how far of the trail section we'll be missing, but the road walk is about 1.5 miles long. So here we go. And we made it around the trail closed area, and still on the road that crosses the road up here. So wasn't too bad of a detour actually. Just not fun walking the roads. We'd rather walk in the woods, but wasn't too bad today. So alright, let's get up here and get back on the trail. Alright, we made it to the Connecticut border. Actually, this is one of like 3 crossings into Connecticut. We're going in now and walk for a little ways, and then the trail loops back west again for a while, and we actually jump back into New York for a while, probably tomorrow, and then so it weaves back and forth in and out. But this is our first time into Connecticut, so we just had some more trail magic. They were there giving some snacks. Some parents of a hiker who's walking the trail, they came up for a couple of days to walk with her, and they're doing trail magic out here, so that was kind of cool to have that. And also met a couple of southbound hikers who've just done this section, said the trail through Connecticut is pretty easy and well maintained, so that's
well, we'll see.
Yeah, that's something to look forward to though, so after what we've been through the last couple weeks. But anyway, welcome to Connecticut, and let's get off on down the trail. And we made it down to what's called the 10-mile river. Not too sure why it's called the 10-mile river, but that's what it's called. And quite a bit of water moving through. The water's pretty dirty because of the rain we've had yesterday, but it's pretty, even with the brown water. But we're going to walk up a little ways. Supposedly there's a shelter right here on the river. I'm going to go find the shelter and sit and take a little break. So let's go see what we can find. Alright, we just crossed the 10-mile river and heading out. We just went by the 10-mile shelter, stopped, had a little Snickers bar for a snack, and now we're heading back out. It's 4:45 now. Okay. And so we're heading out. We were planning on staying at that shelter, which is, well, we've done 12 miles already. That was our original destination, but it's not even 5 o'clock yet, and there's another tent site about 5.5 miles up. So we're actually going to go shoot for that one and see if there's a campsite on top of the hill not too far from here. We'll try to we'll take that, but we're going to try to get 5.5 more miles today, but it is all uphill, so we'll have to see how it goes. But anyway, let's go ahead and head up. There's a shot there of the river valley, and the ridge that we're headed up to our campsite is up there. So yeah, it's a beautiful area though. I love the river and just the green trail and such. Not sure I love that hill up there, but yeah, that's our final goal of the day. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Okay, let me catch my breath here. We're working our way up the mountain, and we're actually moving along pretty good. It's about 6 o'clock now, and we're about 2/3 of the way up already, so that's pretty good. But towards the top here, it gets a little harder going. It's just climbing up a lot of rock, but we have to go all the way up there still. So hope you got some energy left. Come on, let's go. All right, you guys, we're almost to the top. Are you ready for a view? All right, take a look. That ridge right there in front of us is 10-mile hill where we were earlier, about 4 o'clock. We walked down that ridge down into that valley where the river was. The river goes through that valley, so we kind of came from over in that direction today. So yeah, that is a beautiful view and a beautiful evening. All right, you guys, you made it. It's a little bit after 8. It's about 10 after 8. It's starting to get a little dark, but we made it to the little campground we were shooting for, so hopefully we can find a spot down here. It's on the side of a mountain, so hopefully we can find a place to call home for the night. Alright guys, we found a campsite and got our tent set up. Kendall's in there making her bed and my tent's over there, and I've got stuff cooking for dinner, and it's actually about 8:45 now, so it's starting to get a little dark out, but we're getting set up, and campsite happened to be pretty crowded tonight. There's tents throughout the campsite, so we squeezed in here where we could. But yeah, it's pretty full up, so anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get set up and eat a little dinner and call it a night. So thank you all for being with us today, and we'll talk to you again on the trail tomorrow. Hey, good morning y'all. It's Wednesday morning, June 16th, and Kendall and I are up and on our way. We got packed up early today. We were first ones out of camp today, so and the camp was full, so there was a group of Boy Scouts or something there that had taken most of the camp, so we squeezed in there, but we're able to get up and get out before everybody else did, so that was kind of cool. And now we are just hiking this steep long trail along this creek. It's a little side trail up to the camp, but it's pretty steep. We're heading back to the main trail and heading north, so alright. Here we get our first view of the day. It's about 7:15 in the morning, and it is just gorgeous out here today. Light breeze blowing, probably high 60s. The sun is nice and warm. Blue sky with puffy white clouds. Man, it is just a beautiful day out here today. Well, you guys have made it down to the road. Well done. Yeah, it was quite the climb down. It's 9 o'clock now, and we left the camp at 6:30, about 6:45, and took us that long to get 3.5 miles, but made it out to the road, and got some trail magic going on over here. So, well, that's pretty cool. And we stopped at the tire store because we need new tires. So I found a new pair of Solomon XA Pros. Different color, but definitely have some tread on the bottom of them, whereas mine pretty much blown out. So yeah, we're gonna get a new set of tires here. Okay, well, Kendall and I finished our shopping in Kent, resupplied with a couple days worth of food at the IGA store, and stopped at the shoe store to get new shoes. There's Kendall's new shoes, my new shoes. And she also got the gaiters. Those are little covers that go over the top of her shoes to keep out the spiders and the worms.
Oh, rocks and sticks.
And now we also stopped and had lunch, a little cafe there, and now we're walking back to the trail. It's about a mile back to the trail, and so there's a view of the mountain we came down this morning, and that's where we camped, up on the other side of that one. And we're just we're almost there now. We're just up around the corner and down a little ways, so pretty soon we'll be back on the trail, kicking up dust with our new shoes. Alright, well, we crossed the road and made it back to the trail. So, town stop done. No staying overnight in town for us. It's back in the woods and on the trail. So, gotta test out these new shoes. Let's go. And like any town stop, we start off by going up. Came down a big hill on the other side this morning. Had some nice trail magic though. Met a previous through hiker and his wife. They set up and had breakfast. They made little egg and bacon and sausage breakfast sandwiches, bananas, oranges, orange juice, and snacks. It was pretty neat. And then he also volunteered to give us a ride into town. So yeah, that was good. But now we're back to the trail, going up. More rocks. And we get our first view of the afternoon. We got back up the hill. It's about a little after 1 now, so it didn't take us too long to get up here. But yeah, nice little view of the valley down below.
Get to update the stats too.
Good fun. Alright, I needed to update the score on the fall stats. Here I was thinking that we're falling so much because we needed new shoes, but I get new shoes and I fall. But anyway, I fell yesterday. I was filling water or something and stepped backwards and tripped over a rock and went down on my backside. But then today, just a few minutes ago, after our break, I was walking along and I rolled my left ankle on a rock and went right down. So I've fallen twice in the last 2 days. So it's score is 5 for me and 6 for Kendall. So she's still in the lead, but I'm catching up quick today, so hopefully we won't have any more falls for a while. But yeah, still no major injuries at all. My ankle's just a little bit sore from being rolled, but other than that, I think just the new shoes are just going to take some getting used to, as far as actually having tread again and sitting up a little bit higher because they're not squished down yet. So anyway, we're doing good. Still feeling a little sleepy today. Just a peaceful, beautiful day. So we're not going very fast and just having a hard time finding a rhythm coming out of town. But well, we're not going to go very far today. We're just going to walk the trail, and there's several spots to stop up ahead. But still got some more trail to walk before we get there. So let's go see what we can find. Alright, y'all, you made it to the peak of another mountain.
Caleb's Peak.
This one's called Caleb's Peak. Not quite as ominous as some of the other names we've heard, so yeah, it wasn't that bad. We were most of the way up it before we even realized it, but there's the sign. And we got a nice little overview here of the river valley. Pretty nice. It is a pretty day. You can almost... And we got a couple of stairs to go down here. All the way down there. We're coming down Caleb's Peak. We're going to go down here and then get some water at the bottom apparently. There's a stream that runs down the bottom. But yeah, it's a pretty good little climb all the way down to the bottom. And it levels off down there. We're going to get some water and then we're going to hike up to a place called the Ledges, which shouldn't be too high of a climb because we didn't go too far down off Caleb's Peak to get up and over to the Ledges. So yeah, we'll get up over there and see what that's all about. And Kendall found us a good water source, so we are going to refill our water bottles at the drinking fountain. So we are going down the area called the Ledges, and it is particularly steep declines. So these declines are actually harder to go down than they are up because all of our weight is on our backs, and so it pushes us forward as we're going down. But yeah, we'll just take it slow and see if we can get down to the bottom without rolling. I want to see Wonder Woman fly.
No, we don't want to see no flying. Put the camera down.
That's funny. Well, I can get your new shoes. Nice looking new shoes. But yeah, we coming down that. It is straight up there. Well, good job. You made it down the Ledges.
Don't know how.
Without any bumps or bruises, so good job. Yeah, that was probably the steepest decline that we've done. It was even steeper than Agony Grind. It wasn't quite as long, but definitely steeper and harder to get down. So yeah, scratch that one off the list. So we're gonna go ahead and finish going down the rest of this valley. We're gonna drop down into this river valley, and then sounds like we get to walk the river for a while, which will be kind of cool. So let's head down there and check out the river. And we got a little bit of snake action on the ledge up there. He's not sure which way to go. He's sliding. He wants to go up, but
and he's coming down. Let's go.
Down towards us is the only way he can go.
Get out of the way.
Oh, he's coming down this way.
Go down. Move.
He's a big one. Big old rat snake. He wants to go up. Look at how thick he is. Man, that's pretty cool. And Kendall and I get rewarded for all the mountain climbing we did. Got down to the river valley and get to do a road walk. So yeah, we've been walking, I don't know, maybe about a half mile so far. And the road comes out to the river. Got a good little view of the river. Looks like a neat little kayaking or rafting river, but I haven't seen anybody going down it. But has some rushing spots. Not really too big a rapids though, but it is moving pretty good. Okay, we finally found another trail that Kendall likes. I'm kind of wishing the entire Appalachian Trail was like this and not so much mountain climbing, but yeah, this is. Okay, well, we made it to the side trail to the Stoney Brook campsites. So apparently the campsites are once again up the hill. So hopefully we don't have to go too far, but alright, well, we're in camp and getting ready to hang my bear bag because we bought extra food today, so I gotta hang a bag. And funny thing is you use a string with a rock bag to throw over the branch that you want to hang from. You fill it with rocks and you throw it over the branch for weight. But the funny thing is, I can't find any rocks to put in the bag. We hike over all these rocks all day long, and then we get to camp. I need a rock for my rock bag and cannot find any rocks. So we thought that was kind of funny. So I'm still looking, it's getting dark, and looking for rocks. See if we can find any.